Hello and welcome back to another video. I am so sorry it's taken so long, and you probably noticed a few changes as well. So let's start from the top really. My name's Barry Cullis. This is the London Predator Angler. Used to be formerly known as Predator Bites UK, and some of my older videos are under them titles still. So yeah, for those of you who don't know me, that's my name. For those of you that have been watching my videos for quite a while, well, I say quite a while, just over a year, you know who I am. So why the name change? Now, some of you guys may follow me on Facebook, and that's what I predominantly use, is Facebook. Sorry about the barking, sorry, going off topic. Sorry about the barking, I'm actually on a public walkway on the River Thames in London, Hampton Court, so it's a little bit busy at the moment, so hopefully you can hear me. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, yeah, I just fancied a name change. I think Predator Bites UK is just a little bit 2 or 3 years ago, and it just felt a little bit impersonal. It was just a name I plucked out of the air, thought of different names, and that's what I went with. So what I've decided to do is to have a little bit of a name change. London Predator Angler. You know, there's a few other titles on YouTube and other bloggers and stuff that have got London in their name, like London City Angler as an example. But I predominantly predator fish, although I do fish for all different species. So that was the idea of the name change. Yeah, so my last update, let's go back over 6 months ago. So it was the back end of last season. I think the last video I made was a mosasaur video, so it was just a few weeks before the end of the season. I was really trying hard to go up to my local ponds and catch, you know, one of the upper doubles to low 20 fish that are up there. Give it a good go, worked quite hard like I did the season before. The season before I had 2 mid doubles on the last day of the season in the last 10 minutes of the season, March the 14th. But went up there, tried a couple of weeks in advance to try and sort of get myself that fish, and never materialised unfortunately. I had quite a few jacks, I had fish up to £9. But unfortunately it never sort of happened for me, and it's crazy, towards the end of the season I just heard more and more stories about 20s coming out. I'd love to have been like the first to have had a couple of 20s out. It's a bit secret squirrel, but yeah, 23 came out. And I was a little bit gutted, but I was like, okay, that's fine, no worries. It was immaculate fish, I saw the picture of it as well. The angler was kind enough to show me a picture. And I heard of a couple of bigger perch coming out, which surprised me because I knew there was small perch, but didn't know there was big perch down there. So I've got quite a few things to target next season. So it was around that time I decided, you know, my fishing wasn't doing too good. I wanted a bit of a break. The close season couldn't come close enough, or soon enough, shall we say. And I was like, I'm going to stop making videos. I'm going to start blogging instead. I'm not the most, as you can tell from the way I speak, I'm not the most artistic in words. I do try to emulate a little bit in passion and feeling, and I did do some nice articles which I never actually pull up, but a couple of my friends read, and they said it was very well written, very sort of old school in how it was worded. So yeah, I never sort of really materialised with that, and I thought I need to go back to making videos because that's what I enjoy most. There are various reasons why I didn't sort of continue making videos, and one of them was I was comparing myself to what other people do too much. I think that's one of my weaknesses, is I like to compare myself to what other, especially about something I'm very passionate about, and fishing's one of those. But I know my capabilities, and I know I need to stick to my limits, and I know there are people out there like the content I was producing. I don't profess to be, I don't know, Steven Spielberg making Jurassic Park, but there were anglers that were producing out of this world stuff. But then I've got to realise that they've been doing it for like 10 years. They have vehicles to travel. They've got all these amenities to help them make better videos. I find that when I fish with friends, I get sidetracked. That I don't tend to get the artistic kind of shots that would make the videos better, as opposed to if I'm on my own, I can get those artistic shots, because I can spend 10 minutes setting up a shot just to get 15 seconds of footage, that kind of thing. But unfortunately, when you're fishing with friends, it's a little bit difficult because they don't have the same mindset as trying to be a videographer. So they get a little bit impatient. Like when I walk with Jack, he's actually quite patient because he knows that this is what I like doing. So like at the moment, he's actually fishing at the moment on his own, spinning just in front of me. I'll update you a little bit more about that a little while, gone off the subject a little bit. So yeah, decided I need to make videos again, but I needed a break from doing it, and I needed to probably repackage it, rebrand it. So I came out with the London Predator Wrangler, which I've also, don't know if you've seen, even logoed my shirts up, make it a little bit more professional. Nothing serious, just a little bit better. So yeah, close season, just going to take a drink of water. So the close season, I've done a few trips. I went with Keith down to Sam's Lake trying to catch some perch, and it was my third or fourth most unsuccessful session down there. You know, they got 5 pandas in there, loads of 2s and 3s and 4s, and I just can't get amongst them for whatever reason. I end up catching carp. You know, I was using prawns on the bottom, I was using live baits, and you know, I've live baited there and I've had carp. I've using prawns ledgered on the bottom and I'm having carp. Just can't seem to get away from the carp up there. So I'm probably going to stay away from that venue for a while. Perch are my absolute bogey fish, as you guys know. I just can't seem to get a decent perch, and I've lost 2 4-pounders and a 3-pounder in previous trips when I've gone fishing. For some reason I just don't know what happens there. Then done a couple of other days and trips, float fishing, lure fishing, just bits and bobs. And then me and Keith headed down to fish, where was it? Charlie's Lake, which is predominantly a carp fishery, but more catfish down there. Leading up to our trip, it was the carp started spawning. So not making excuses, but when we went down there, the carp was spawning hard, and not many people were catching at all. But previous to that, people were having, in a 24-hour, 36-hour session, they were getting between 15 and 30 catfish. It's ridiculous, up to like 30 pounds, 40 pounds. Keith managed his first catfish. I'll put a link up in the corner. You can actually go and have a look at that. It's a little mini clip that I posted up a couple of weeks ago. It's his first Wells catfish. It was 17.5 pound roughly, and it shit all over him. It was so funny. So I captured a little bit of footage. I was going to make a video for that trip, but it kind of went a little bit tits up, so I didn't sort of continue with it. Plus I was a few problems, manoeuvrability, that kind of thing. It was very, very, very hot. It was the start of our summer, and me and the heat don't mix. So yeah, I decided not to continue filming, just take photos and just add that little bit of footage. So you can take a look at that. I had right at last knockings, I had a 14.5 pounder, which was nice. You know, at least I didn't blank. And then overall, it was nice just to get out and do a bit of catfishing, really. Other than that, I've done a few sessions with Jack again. A couple of weeks ago, we came to Hampton Court, and we've done a little bit of live baiting in one of the swims, which was known for having big perch in. Excuse me. Yeah, having big perch in now. I'm going back 10 years ago, and unfortunately, times have changed, man. Times have changed. Apparently, that particular stretch where we was live baiting, I mean, I had a little jack pike and loads of perch on lobworms, because I had a worm rod as well as a live bait rod, and Jack was catching loads of small perch, only about 6-8 ounces on live baits, on little chublets. What I'll do is I'll put the footage in now, so you can have a little look at it of me with the pike. It's my first Thames pike, and it was so beautifully marked. It's only about a pound, so I'll put that footage in now for you to look at.
Yep.
Hey, all right, mate. So I got my first fish. It only took a couple of seconds. It's a little jack. I've already played him out, so just back to netting. Took a little live bait. Not the perch I was after. There we go. He's tiny, isn't he? Mini predator.
Little mini predator.
Predation in miniature. Hello. So yes, got my first little predator, little mini. Look at the size of him. He is so cute. I mean, even Jack fell in love with him. He's tiny. I think that's the smallest pike I've caught for, I mean, it looks quite big on the camera because I'm holding it up in front of you, but if I hold it back here to my chest for sort of real size, you can see the size of him. He's absolutely tiny. He's probably not even a pound. Pound, Jack? What would you give me for that?
Oh, maybe a pound.
Maybe a pound. There's a close-up of him.
Look at the colour on his head.
His colours are beautiful. I don't know if they're coming through. Got to be gentle with him. I don't want to drop him. He's really small. Look at that.
Quite a big bait for him.
Predator in mini. So let's chin him again, because I don't want to drop him. It's absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do, he is only a baby, but I am going to get a little picture of him, because it's my first fish on live bait this year. Hoping we can get some perch of this size and bigger, but he's mega cute. Little summer pike, so I'm not going to keep him out for any longer than he needs to be. Oh, see what I mean? They can be lively, these pike, in the summer. So there we go, last look at him. Let's get him back. And as you would agree, you'll see that's actually a really, really pretty fish. So yeah, there was that session, and it was an okay session. It was again a very, very hot day, and that was a few weeks ago, back in June. We're now coming to sort of mid to end July, which brings us on to the present day. And we're fishing again back down on the Thames at Hampton Court. It's absolutely rubbish. This morning I had a pike come following a spinner, size 2 spinner, little Mep spinner. It was about £8, but sort of didn't take it, sort of shied off at the last moment. I thought, okay, well, that was in the first couple of casts. Then Jack had a couple of small sort of pound perch follow, 3 or 4 of them follow one of his jigs up. I was like, this could be quite promising, but they wasn't taking, and we couldn't understand why. And about half an hour later, I was like, oh, should we move, Jack, to the next swim? And just before I did that, as I was bringing in, I wasn't sort of paying attention, as I was bringing in a jig, I was jigging it. It was the first time I really put effort into jigging this thing. And as I was bringing it in, this just a little bit bigger than a 2-pounder, came up and nibbled the end of my jig. Now I was fishing an old school Mr. Twisty jig with I think it was a 7-gram jig head, and it just wouldn't take the whole thing in. It was just nipping it, and I was trying to induce it. I had it for about 5 or 6 seconds at my feet. It's like, Jack, there's a 2-pound perch at the bottom of my feet. Just didn't expect it, and it would have been really nice to have caught one of those, a 2-pound perch, because like I say, perch on my bogey fish, and I can't remember the last time I had 2-pound perch. My biggest is only £2.7, although I've had bigger, literally within fingers grasp of holding them and losing them. They're for another story. But yeah, that's basically update on the channel. I have been away, like I say, for a while, excuse me. It's the end of the day. We've probably got about hour and a half of light left. We're going to do back down to where we had those perch we talked about in that pike. Oh yeah, Jack's already had a pike as well in the next swim. That was about £1.50, £2. I asked him if he wanted me to film it, put it on film. He was like, no, don't bother. So he just put it back in the net and released it. So yeah, we've got a couple of more hours. You won't believe where we're fishing. It's really pretty here, but it's a bit of a shadow of its former self. I don't even know why we come down here, really. I think it's because of the stories of sort of 10 years ago when people were catching. Let me give you a little look of where we are. Yeah, it's no secret. We're at Moseley. Is it Moseley Lock? It's absolutely pretty. There's a geezer wading just past that lock over there. There's a geezer, actually, he's gone now, I think. He was actually wading the water. We didn't know if he was on a boat, and then when we watched him, he was actually wading. But Jack's down there in the next swim, just down the bottom now. No fishing between this point and the lock. He's just beyond that, so he's not doing anything illegal. But it's really pretty. It's like a little tea room, a little further up. There's toilets. And you can see the lock just there, lock gate. It's absolutely pretty. So yeah, you've got some toilets, little tea room down there if you want a cream tea, that kind of thing. So if you ever wanted to bring your missus up here and just go, there's loads of people running around and stuff like that. So it's a really nice place to fish, really. People are friendly, say good morning and hello, good afternoon to you and that. I've had loads of people walking up and down while I'm doing this video now, but they're not sort of paying too much attention because I know what I'm doing. But yeah, in terms of, you know, that's where we were up to with the channel. I've started to decide to make videos again, and I'm really looking forward to doing it. I'm looking forward to the start of the pike season, if I'm being honest. I've got, on the Thames, there's a particular place, you know, I'm not going to say where it is, but you'll probably notice it from the videos. It's no big secret, but I want to man a campaign now. I said I wanted to do it last season, I never did. Jack will probably come along with me at some point and do it with me, but I'm going to end up popping up there and giving it a right good go myself. It's all about my mobility. If my mobility on my legs can hold it up. I'm looking to hopefully start driving this winter, so that'd be fantastic. If I can drive and I can get to these different places, it'd be fantastic. I want to do a little bit more lure fishing. Other than that, that's pretty much it with updates. Other than that, so just keep watching the channel. You probably notice there's a few things changing, like I say, logos and music and bits and pieces, try and make it a little bit more professional, shall we say. But don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It'd be fantastic, all the people that have showed us support, but it'd be nice to see new people sign up to the channel as well. So, you know, people are still watching the old content, which is really nice. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll leave all in the description box below, I'll leave all the links to my social media. Please join my Facebook page, because the Facebook page I use a lot more predominant, so you'll get updated with more things a lot quicker than anything else on my Facebook page. And also I have an Instagram and Twitter account. I do use my Instagram quite a lot. Oh, one thing I just want to say just before I leave, I started making fishing floats. Some of you guys have liked what I've done. I might even do a video on making fishing floats in the future. I'm just making prototypes at the moment, and they've come out really well. Mainly predator floats. I've done a few chubbers and a few wagglers, but mainly perch bobbers, and just started doing some pike bungs, some old-fashioned pike bungs. So there may be a video in the future of me making those in a video, so that'd be quite cool thing to do. I may even, with the prototypes, do some type of some type of competition on the channel, if people like the floats, that is. Head over to the Facebook page, you can have a little look at the floats, and if you like them, I may run some, oh, wasp there, some kind of competition. But like I say, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all soon on the next video. Take care.